there, I'm Kat. Let's knit together. Today, we're here in New York City at the Knit-Out. It's coming out the end of October. I'm really looking forward to it.
She has a whole series of like 11 scarves that are done great time. This way. They're fun and they're not an easy commitment. You can try the wide borders that are hard to work.
Scarf pack.
Hi everybody. Is everybody wearing sunblock and hydrating? Okay, this year we're trying something a little different. This is Doggy Idol. This is obviously from Lion Brand. Go work at Bailey. It's a very regal sweater. DJ is SpongeBob Square Dog. Okay, we have a very fussy model. Now, what dog does not need a fur coat in 81-degree weather? I don't know. Double your pleasure with these two slip-stitch sweaters. How cute! These patterns are going to be found in the holiday issue of Knit Simple. Work it, girls. You go, girls. Hi. Adorable. Cables never go out of style. This is also in the fall issue of Knit Simple. Yay, Knit Simple! Very chic. You look fabulous. Oh, here we go. Yay! Accessories to the crime. Here we have a giraffe scarf. This is in the fall issue of Knit Simple. And a lion or a cat. They're basically garter stitch and double crochet beginner projects with flair.
We're helping sew together squares for WarmUpAmerica. It's donated to children in hospitals, I believe, and we're doing our charity work now.
Nation Booth. These are great. Everybody knits the squares and then they're putting them all together. These gals are really great. They're doing a lot of them. We're just starting.
WarmUpAmerica was started in the early 1990s by Effie Rosen, and she owned a yarn store. And she knew that all of her friends had leftover yarn, we all had leftover yarn, and not much time. So she thought, well, how about if everybody makes standard size blocks, gets them to a central location, and people connect them and distribute the finished blankets to homeless shelters and disaster relief. And since that date, it's become a huge nationwide project, and the project has created over 250,000 blankets.
How does someone get involved?
Well, it can be as little or as much as you want. A lot of women come. I've been doing this for 6 years now. I just staff the New York booth at the Knit-Out. Some women bring one block, and some women coordinate their women's group or a church group, and they bring hundreds of blocks. So if you have leftover yarn, it can be any pattern, it can be knit or crochet. Just knock out a block. A lot of us can do one in an evening. You can make one block again or as many as you like, but everybody has time. You're watching television, you're on the subway, you're on the bus. It's an easy thing to do and it helps people.
I'm online right now to get my book signed by Stephanie Pearl-McPhee, who is the Yarn Harlot, and I'm a big fan of her blog, and I follow it every day, and hopefully she'll consent to an interview with us. Tell us a bit about your current project.
My current project is a Gansey for my husband. It started out as a really disgusting smelling sheep fleece that was in my basement that I got at the Royal Winter Fair in Canada. It's a Corridale, and it's taken me the better part of about 2.5 years to spin the wool and to start knitting it up. He's a really big guy, so it was probably an enormous mistake. Turns out it takes almost a whole sheep to cover almost a whole husband.
Tell us a bit about your blog.
My blog is at yarnharlot.ca or .com, both addresses get you there. And the way I explain it to non-knitters is that it's a website that I update every day with pictures of my yarn in the bushes and stories about knitting. And then the muggles all say, no, what's it really about?
Your latest project that you completed, the Icarus shawl, was just incredible. Can you tell us a bit about the yarn that you used for that project and the pattern?
The pattern was from Interweave's summer of this year, summer 2006. It's a pattern by, I think it's Miriam Felton. It is Miriam Felton, I know that. I'm being facetious. And the yarn that I used was Alchemy Haiku. It's a gorgeous yarn. They get colors in their dye jobs that I have no idea how they're getting them. I'm actually expecting to find out in about 10 years that alchemy's radioactive and we're all
How long did it take?
Or something.
How long did it take you to finish?
I don't know. You know, I don't often keep really good track of how long it takes me to knit things because I feel like it's sort of like asking someone how long they've been your friend, you know?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
She signed my book. I can't believe it. Wow. An interview with Stephanie Pearl-McPhee. I feel thrilled. We're going to get this on the show, for sure. Getting this on the show.
My name is Guido Stein, and I've been knitting for about 2 years. When I first started knitting, my fiance had started, well, so she started before I did. And I sort of thought, hey, that looks like kind of fun. And so in the process of seeing her go through her stuff, I decided I wanted to knit, but I was sort of a closet knitter at first. I had bought the Stitch and Bitch book, and I didn't tell my fiance anything about it. So I went off, got the book, went to little cafes, learned how to knit, and then one day I'm sitting on the couch and she comes home and she looks at me and she's like, oh, so now you're knitting. And that's how she found out about my knitting.
Tell us a bit about what you've seen so far and what you enjoyed.
Okay, so I've only been to one other knitting event of this scale, and that was the New Hampshire Sheep and Wool. And I was really overwhelmed there because everybody was selling something and I didn't know what I wanted to buy, and I kept going to the different vendors. So this is very different for me. It's very nice not to have to worry about buying anything and just kind of moving around. And the people here are fantastic. And there's such a diverse group of people here who are knitting and are telling me stories about, you know, there's one woman who started a group in Harlem. And then I actually talked to all the knitting stores, and they're all just really lovely people and very interesting stories.
It's nice just to see all the different work that people do, and it just gives you more ideas. You know, I saw a very pretty scarf over at Seaport Yarn, and she did the feather and fan, but in different colors, and it made it different. It was just lovely. I never thought to do it like that.
So you got a lot of interesting ideas.
Yes, yeah. It's always fun to be with knitters. Knitters are a very nice group. I guess we should include crocheters too. But they're a nice group, and it was just a warm day in many ways.